Hi Demons, how's it going? Mr. Foster here. Another exciting day of economics. And in 15 minutes or less, we're going to be able to create a review that will help you out for next class's SDL. So the first step of that is to read through and answer the following questions. Hit the pause button, take as much time as you need, and resume once you're ready. So hopefully you were able to answer those questions. If not, you may have a little bit of catch up to do as far as some of our vocab. So we'll go into some hints as far as how to do that. Because by the time that we're all said and done today, we're going to be able to use our learning from the past 2 weeks to prepare for your second Econ SDL, which will take place next class. That's our goal. So I just want to remind you guys first and foremost that we did this know and need to know related to this performance indicator. And so I wanted to just sincerely say thank you for that, because especially in the area that you say need to know, that's something that I actually gather information so I know what it is that we need to go over. So part of the reason why we did the things that we did from the beginning, which was October 6th to now, is because of I took all of the stuff under the need to know category, and this is what I did. I pasted it all in there. This is from all 5 of my econ classes. And then I started to kind of group it together as far as color coding. So as you can see here, we've got 2 main themes that I noticed as far as achieving economic goals as one, as well as this whole idea of different economic systems as another one. So therefore, I hope that you know that for this summative demonstration of learning, this SDL, you're going to compare and contrast economic systems in terms of their ability to achieve economic goals. And we even have a rubric that is going to be measuring that. That is on, I'm going to show you where to find that as well. So go ahead and open on It's Learning the assignment for today. This is part 1. And so we're going to read through the directions together, and then we're going to do part by part. So as you can see, you and one partner, so in your case as a hybrid or blended student, it's just going to be you. So this isn't going to be a partner activity. I suppose if you'd like to call a friend and work on it together, you can. You're going to specialize in one area that you named as a class. So that's what you guys did here, is you named the 2 areas. So we've got economic goals and economic systems. Those are the 2 areas that we're talking about. Okay. That is important to be successful on our upcoming SDL, which will start next class. Use any class slideshows, Google Docs, your notebook, and anything else that we've discussed in class related to your topic in order to become a specialist in your topic. That's part 1. Then, in part 2, you will teach about your topic to 2 other people in class. For you guys as hybrid or blended students, you're not going to do that, but since you're listening right now, I'm going to give you an important hint, kind of like a scavenger hunt type hint, as far as where you can find the key, so that you still only have to do one of these sections. So for you guys, you're going to become a specialist on your choice. You can either choose, let's go back here, economic goals. What are economic goals? And economic systems. So for this section right here, you're just going to choose either economic goals and put it down, or economic systems. And then once you go through and go through the whole process of these next areas right here, for part 2, as long as you do that, I will show you where to find the key that has the information, so you can check your own work as well as to be able to get the information for the other section. Okay. So first and foremost, you need to choose for your topic, say either economic goals or economic systems. You need to find any vocab terms that relate to your topic with definitions of those vocab terms. You need to put any assignments that relate to your topic, and I'll show you all the assignments that we've done. And then you also need to put any additional notes that may be relevant and helpful related to that topic. Okay. So those are the 4 different things that you need to do in order to become a specialist in your topic. Okay. Okay, where do I find this stuff? Well, on It's Learning, you'll see the red arrow is pointing to where it says economic class slides. So this is on your overview page of It's Learning. And under important announcements and links, you'll see that it says economic class slides, click here. So if you click on that, you'll notice, and I'm on number 2 now, that it has this folder here. So you've got Unit 0, Unit 1, and we're on Unit 2. So you'd want to click on that Unit 2, which says Economic Systems. That has all of our slideshows that we've done over the last couple weeks, as well as any important documents. And then from there, it has the 2 areas, slideshows and important documents. So that's where you'll be able to find anything related to this unit. Okay. So it's also important to know that these are all the assignments that we've done related to this unit. So on the one section that it's going to be saying as far as, where is it? Assignments that relate to our topic, that's where you're going to be finding all the assignments is from this list right here. So I'll get out of your way here so you can at least see. We've got the Economic Systems Video Guide and Pre-Assessment, the Economic Systems and Economic Goals Assignment, the CIA for Healthcare, Education, and Military, and the CER Soapbox for Healthcare and Military. So you can access those right here, either through the important documents or the slides, like I showed you, or it might even be easier. You can go into your Google Drive and you can just search, because all of these are assignments that you've done on Google Drive. So really, if you wanted to say, let's say that you wanted to see the CIA, Education, Healthcare, and Military, all you need to do is go to your Google Drive and literally just type in the letters CIA, all one. And I guarantee you, as long as you started that assignment, it'll be the first thing that comes up. Hopefully you finished it and submitted it, but as long as you started the assignment, it created that document in your Google Drive. So please take advantage of either that or going directly through It's Learning through the Google folders that I've set up on the overview page of It's Learning in order to complete that. Okay. So speaking of which, here's the hint as far as where to find the key. Okay. So if you go to right here where it says important documents, that's where it is. Simple as that. So you can just see where it says key for the SDL review, and it'll be right there. Okay, so that's where you can access the key. But I will say, I'm not going to be creating the key until we have our white period 1. So we'll have that done at about 9:45-ish on Thursday. So anytime from 9:45 a.m. on Thursday forward, that key will be available. Okay. All right, so that takes care of part 1 and part 2. So remember, part 2 is where you can just access the key as long as you're paying attention. And that's where you have the other topic. So we've got either economic systems that you've already done or economic goals. So anything related to economic systems or anything related to economic goals should go into part 1 and part 2 in no particular order. So go ahead and hit pause and resume when you're ready. All right, guys, so now you're ready for part 3. So as you remember from the performance indicator, we were going to be comparing and contrasting those economic systems. And as you are looking at the rubric, you'll see that exemplary, the highest level, is that you're going to be critiquing and justifying which economic system best achieves economic goals. So this will help you out with that. So without necessarily helping out too much, because this is part of the whole SDL process as far as reviewing, you need to start to think about this as far as preparing for your SDL. What are 2 similarities between a market economy and a command economy? And please make sure you're explaining here. What are 2 differences between a market and a command? Please explain. Examples are good, statistics are good. And then this one, which type of economy, market, command, or mixed, best achieves economic goals? Please explain with at least 3 pieces of evidence and reasoning. And I will let you guys know that the indicators that we've used, here's another major hint. The indicators that we've used, whether it's like GDP per capita, poverty line, some of the educational indicators, some of the healthcare indicators as far as the percentage of the GDP that's spent on education, on healthcare, on the military, those are all where it says with at least 3 pieces of evidence, that's the kind of evidence that I want to see are attached to those things that we've already looked up through our CIA fact book stuff, through our debate that we just had, as far as which of those systems is best. That's where you're going to be pulling the evidence from that. So do try to find at least 3 pieces of evidence with reasoning why one of these methods is the best. And the more detailed that you can get on this, the better that it's going to look as far as you getting towards the exemplary range, which remember, that's where we get into the 95% to 100% range. So I think we're good as far as today goes. Thank you guys for staying with me to the end. Thank you for listening and for kind of getting those hints. This is very helpful to be able to stay on top of things as you're working from home. All right, thanks guys. Take care.